Steph, good morning. I want to show you this. A pop-up clinic returning to a Scarborough neighborhood today, and it looks a lot like yesterday. Dozens already lining up. In fact, the first person lined up at 11:30 last night just for their chance to get a COVID-19 vaccine. So let's bring you there live. This is David and Mary Thompson Collegiate near Midland and Lawrence. You can see, again, this line wrapping around this area. The site opens up at 10 this morning to residents who are 18 and older living in the M1P postal code. There are another 1,500 appointments up for grabs. Spots are on a first-come, first-served basis. Again, you must remember to bring a proof of address and government ID when registering. Meanwhile, Peel Region opening up 2 pop-up vaccination clinics in key community hubs as the region hoping to quickly get as many shots into arms as possible. So starting today, the Brampton Islamic Centre and the Muslim Association of Canada Islamic Centre of Ontario hosting clinics over the next few weeks. Keep in mind, bookings are open to eligible residents living in several L postal code hot zones. We're going to put that on our site. Peel has been a COVID hotspot in the province, but most of the focus has been on Brampton, with the city having a positivity rate of 22%. Other Peel mayors now calling for more doses to be given to the entire region. So we're going to bring you live to one of the locations, and this is the Mac Islamic Community Centre of Ontario in Mississauga. Keep in mind, these temporary clinics in Brampton and Mississauga set up in mosques, and they're hoping to boost vaccination efforts within the Muslim community during Ramadan. These are appointments. Appointments are limited, must be done through the region's local vaccine portal. Meantime, clinics across the GTA are adjusting their eligibility list in major hotspot areas. Starting today in Halton Region, if you live in a certain postal code L9E, if you are 16 and above, you can register for a vaccine. And in Durham Region, opening up appointments for anyone 18 and older living in the L1X postal code. Health officials in both regions encouraging residents to sign up quickly. Those appointments are limited and they're expected to go quickly. Okay, with more vaccines on the way, we now know when all adults across our province will be eligible to sign up for their first shot.
This is exciting news. The way out of the pandemic is vaccines, and the light at the end of the tunnel grows brighter every day.
As of next week, starting May 3rd, all adults over 50, those 18 and up in hotspots, and people with high-risk health conditions can sign up for a vaccine. Moving along to the week of May 10th, the age group drops to 40 and above. By May 17th, it'll be 30 and up, and then the week of May 24th, everyone 18 and older can register. The government is also allocating 50% of vaccine supplies to hotspot communities for 2 weeks starting this Monday.
An increased supply of vaccines mean we will not be taking away vaccines from other public health regions. Their allocations will remain the same as previously planned and will increase later in May.
And starting today, all adults 55 and above can sign up for their first shot at a mass vaccination clinic using the provincial booking system. The updated rollout dates do not include doses from the AstraZeneca or Johnson & Johnson shipments, while the National Advisory Committee on Immunization continuing to evaluate both of those vaccines. The province's Long-Term Care Commission is expected to submit its final COVID-19 report today. The commission was tasked with looking into what went wrong in these long-term care homes during the first wave of the pandemic and how the provincial government responded. The report will also recommend how the province can protect our most vulnerable citizens in any future pandemics. As of yesterday, 3,768 long-term care residents dying of COVID-19 in our province. All right, Rod Phillips back in the spotlight this morning. A new email leak showing Premier Ford's staffers were aware of the former finance minister's December travel plans well before they became public knowledge. The Ontario Liberals leaking this information last night. Leader Stephen Del Duca tweeting the news as well. This was Phillips' return. Remember when he had that 2-week stay in St. Bart's in late December? Premier Ford said no one knew about the vacation before he left 2 weeks earlier, but an email sent at the start of the month says the minister would not be in Toronto or available in person. Outrage over his trip prompting the resignation of the finance minister. He remains as MPP for Ajax, and we're going to be getting some more reaction from Stephen Del Duca this morning. All right, it is 6:10. That's your time. Hashtag Twitter tumbles. Drop in users in the U.S. election may be partly to blame. We're going to break down those details with Mike Apple coming up next.